Did you guys really go to law school together?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, right on. Cool.
I think you
back
were,
when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
yes.
Jane, quick question, hon.
Okay.
You have a Mr. Napier at 12 o'clock. Why is this a state case?
Napier.
William Napier, 12 o'clock drunk driving? Belleville? I don't know why it's a state case.
I don't know.
I think it was a local Belleville cop that wrote it.
Rosnell?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's a state trooper or anything. I don't know why it's a state case.
I don't know, but I gave a deal on it.
I'd just soon have you as anybody.
I don't
But
know. We'll have to
I
ask the
was
judge.
just wondering.
What else
just-
do we have, Jeff?
I'm retained on Mr. Napier. That's all I have.
Oh. Royce, you don't know what you have?
I don't. I'm extremely confused. Like I have the docket thing, and the only thing is it says I was scheduled 11:30, so I only see Samuel Hartfield. I have nothing, no paperwork or anything. I don't know. I just don't know, to be honest.
Call.
Okay, whose phone's ringing?
You want me to mute that? No, they're done. So I think as far as Mr. Napier, we'll just plead not guilty and I'll get a little discovery and we'll go from there.
Yeah, it was a ticket, I think, when I saw it in the file, so I was terribly confused too.
Yeah, and I don't know what qualifies it as a state case, but I assumed it was a state highway patrolman, but I think it was just a Belleville cop. Now, I will say this, William Napier is the former police chief in Huron Township. He's been a cop for 30 years.
I don't know.
They're allowed to make mistakes.
Okay, well, we'll check with the judge when that case comes up, but I think we're supposed to do an exam waiver first, aren't we? And
I'm early. I'm not scheduled till noon, Jane.
nothing wrong with being early.
There's nothing wrong with being early. I wouldn't say that all the time, Ms. Gillis.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Bodish. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Nunley.
Good morning, Judge.
The 11:30 docket, we already have two people here. My apologies. I got a little waylaid there for a second.
I'm not on till noon, Judge. I'm early.
No, we already have Mr. Hartfield and Ms. Tolan here. So for Mr. Hartfield,
Can you see in the file, Judge? Am I on Mr. Hartfield? Did they appoint me to that? I have absolutely zero paperwork in my file about any of the people who are scheduled for 11:30, yet I was on the sling schedule for 11:30. So I don't know what I'm doing here.
you're on, because this is our state docket, so you might not have seen them before. And what's been happening is if people have offers and they don't necessarily want to take them without talking to the attorney, we at least have you go in and discuss it with them.
Okay.
Although you're not technically on the file as of yet, you're just maybe more assistance and guidance.
Okay.
Am I understanding that right?
Yes, I
Okay.
think that I wrote a deal on Mr. Hartfield.
There is a deal, and that's why I was prepared to, I'm just trying to, there's paper up here. I'm just trying to get these sheets in order so we can get going. Mr. Hartfield, sorry that you had to sit through
No, it's okay.
these discussions. But I am calling 0S369-8866 A, B, and C. Van Buren Township. Sorry, State of Michigan versus Samuel Lamar Hartfield.
Yes.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Mr. Hartfield, could you state your name for the record, please?
Samuel Lamar Hartfield.
Your matter is scheduled for a arraignment pretrial this morning. it's alleged that on March 4th, 2020, you were operating with either no license or multiple licenses. This is a misdemeanor. There is an offer, I'm sorry, on that same date. It's also alleged that you had no proof of insurance and some defective or missing equipment. 2 civil infractions, the no proof of insurance is in default. You owe the court $378. That matter's been in default since October 28th, 2020. And the equipment violation is in default as well. You owe the court $294 in that matter. In the misdemeanor file, there's an offer that if you plead responsible to the added count of no operator's license on person, that they will dismiss the misdemeanor. They'll dismiss the operating with no license or multiple licenses.
Okay, so I have to plead to the misdemeanor of, or just
It's
plead
a-
to having a misdemeanor.
It's a civil infraction. The civil infraction would be the no operator's license on your person.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And
Sorry. It is a 0 point, no operator's license on person, and they would dismiss the operating with no license or multiple licenses.
okay. And what would be the actual charge, if you don't mind me asking?
The actual charge would be no operator's license on person.
Okay. And they would dismiss all the other charges, right?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe
no, Mr. Hartfield, that's okay.
but I think
on
I'm
that March
aware.
4th date, they issued a
Right.
misdemeanor and 2 civil infractions. The 2 civil infractions were the no proof of insurance and the equipment violation. The
Okay.
civil infractions went into default back in October. So there's nothing to do about those 2 other than pay them, make arrangements on them.
Got it. Okay, I
This
understand.
morning was the
So-
day and time set for the arraignment and the pretrial on the remaining matter of the operating with no license or multiple licenses. And what I was saying to you is that for the arraignment, there is an offer from the people that if you plead to no license on person, they would dismiss the operating with no license or multiple licenses. So my
Okay.
question is do you wish to avail yourself of the offer of the people?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I follow now. I misinterpreted what you were saying, but I get it now. I'm sorry.
Do you? I'm sorry. It's me because I'm reading and trying to make notes at the same time.
Understood.
Are we on the same page, Ms. Gillis?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Hartfield, as to the arraignment, what the court will do is enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, but then as to the offer, you've indicated that you wish to avail yourself of the offer of the people and plead guilty to the no license on person, correct?
Correct.
And to that end, I will ask you, is it true that on March 4th, 2020, you were operating a vehicle with no license on your person?
Correct.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay. And for this matter, the court will impose a fine of $100, cost of $200. There is a crime victims of $75, state cost of $50. There's a clearance fee of $45, a warrant fee of $50, and a late fee of $50. Let me just. I'm coming up with 520 on your fines and costs on this matter, sir.
Okay.
Are you able to pay that all at one time, or do you need a payment plan?
I could pay it all at one time. I just would need time.
Let's do this. Let me confirm your phone number for you. We have it ending in 6421.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to contact the collections department and make a payment arrangement, not just for this matter, but the other two, the civil infractions that went into default. Okay,
Okay.
anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Hartfield?
Okay. So just for I would have to pay for the no obsolete person and the two civil infractions which is the defective equipment and the no proof of insurance.
Correct.
But I would just have to pay the tickets, but I wouldn't get actually charged with anything. I'm sorry, I will only get charged with no obsolete person, right?
Mr. Nunley, are you available to talk to Mr. Hartfield this morning?
Yes, I am.
Have you been following our conversation?
Yep.
Mr. Hartfield, I'm gonna have you move into a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney who's available to speak to you. There will be a button that pops up that says join breakout room. Would you do that, please?
Okay, thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you, Mr. Nunley.
No problem.
7S28612554ST. State of Michigan versus. He's here. Shakita Tolan.
Yes, ma'am.
Your name for the record, please.
Shakita Tolan.
Ms. Tolan, this matter is scheduled for arraignment pretrial this morning. This morning, are we still morning? Yeah. It's alleged that on June 20th, 2017, you drove while your license was not valid or you had an improper license. Ms. Gillis, I see an offer in the file from January 4th, 2021 for allowing an unlicensed driver.
Hello.
Ms. Tolan, give me.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so yes, we dropped the driving while license suspended, and she can plead to allowing an unlicensed person to drive, which is a misdemeanor, but it doesn't go on your record and doesn't affect your license.
Ma'am, you understand that offer from the people?
If she could repeat it just one more time, she said it extremely
If
too fast.
you-
I'm sorry.
No, the prosecutor is offering that they'll add count 2 that you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive and that your driving while license suspended would be dismissed.
Okay. If what?
If you plead guilty to the added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, they would dismiss the driving while license suspended.
So if I agree that I allow someone to use my car, to drive my car, then I can get something lesser. That's what you're saying.
Let me try this.
Thank
So-
you.
I'm sorry, because I just
You're
woke
driving,
up, so.
okay, driving while license suspended will go on your driving record and have a very negative effect.
Yes,
If you
I understand.
need to allowing an unlicensed person to drive, it's sort of like a legal fiction. You're the unlicensed person. Then it
Mhm.
becomes, it doesn't go on your driving record.
Okay, I understand.
So that's the offer.
Okay.
So then the question becomes, do you wish to accept the offer of the people?
Yes.
Ms. Tolan, you understand that if you plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, you won't have a trial of any kind. you won't have the ability to call witnesses on your own behalf or present evidence,
Yes.
knowing that you still wish to accept the offer of the people?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it true that on June 20th, 2017, you allowed the unlicensed driver to drive?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Tolan?
Yes, ma'am.
And this happened in the city of Romulus?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied.
The court will accept your plea, Ms. Tolan. Assess a fine of $100, cost of $200, crime victims of $75. There's a $50 state cost, $20 fund fee. There's one bench warrant fee of $50, a late fee of $50, and a clearance fee of $45. That's a total of $590.
And I have to pay all that in cash because I'm not working right now.
Ma'am, you don't have to pay it all at one time. You can set up a payment plan in that matter. Are you able to commit to a payment plan in this matter? Or do you need to speak to our collections department?
I definitely need to make a payment plan. And then also with this is like, I need to, is there any way that I could do it where I'm making a payment, but I'm still able to drive because I have to get to work and I need to get to work. I need to drop my kids off at daycare. Like my mom is sick. I need to take her back and forth to the doctors. Like I can't do any of this while my license is suspended. I done paid off all my other tickets. This is the only one that I have had left. And I'm just like, is it some way you can work something out?
I don't,
Like,
the
I don't
Secretary of
mind
State
paying it.
controls that. You have to pay our ticket.
The second, I'm not saying that I'm not paying the ticket, ma'am. That's not what I'm saying. Is it any way that I could still pay the ticket but still drive my car? That's what I'm asking.
No,
So you're telling me that my license will still be suspended until
no,
the ticket is paid?
yes. She has to pay a clearance fee, I think.
Clearance fee, yes.
You have to go pay the clearance fee.
So how do I do that? Do I go to the Secretary of State and pay that?
Yes,
So I go to the Secretary of State and tell them I need to pay a clearance fee.
yep. You
And
might be
then
able to
I
do that online.
And then I also still make my payments with you guys as well.
Correct.
And by the way, do you know how much the clearance fee is? Is it another $500?
Ms. Tolan, what I would suggest is that you contact the court, the collection department, unless you're able to commit to a payment plan with me this morning.
I can.
Because you said you
I
need
can make
time
a-
to pay it.
Yes, ma'am. I could definitely make a payment plan with you this
How
morning.
much can you pay and
Like,
when can you make your first payment?
I could make a payment today of $100.
You can either go online and pay it, bring it to the court, or mail it to the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else this morning?
Nope. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. I see that Mr. Nunley's back, but I don't see Mr. Hartfield.
Yeah, I don't know where he went.
So he disconnected. So I explained to him what the charge was and told him that he could call the court to get himself set up on a payment plan. He understood what it was. Did the court need to see him?
I think he already pled though.
He did plead. I accepted his plea. He had questions about some other things. But thank you, Mr. Nunley, for taking the time.
No problem.
Mary Ann, is anything else ready?
Yeah, I just brought Mr. Bowdich's client in.
Thank you. This morning started off so,
Good morning.
the morning started off so smooth. I feel like we've gone off the rails a little bit. Let me see if I can. I think I got distracted by something shiny. I have no idea what happened. We started off. This is 20BL 00253. State of Michigan versus Billy Napier.
Yeah, ready, Your Honor.
Jane Gillis, on behalf of the people, Your Honor, a little curious as to whether this was actually a state ticket or was it a local ticket?
My file classification says SD.
So state.
Yes.
Okay, they can write it under either statute, Jeff. Okay, we're ready.
All right. Yeah, for the record, Your Honor, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Napier. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for arraignment in this matter. I am retained. We would waive the formal reading of the charges. We would stand mute, ask the court to respectfully enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Napier's behalf.
Thank you, Mr. Bowditch. And in the file, there's an offer from the people that if your client pleads guilty to the added count of operating while impaired, the people would dismiss the OUI first.
Your Honor, we may consider that. I'd like a little discovery first.
Okay. Discovery requested. And as to bond in this matter,
Your Honor, Mr. Napier is a lifelong resident of the area. He also spent 32 years as a law enforcement officer. He was the captain of the Huron Police Department for years. I don't think he's a flight risk. I don't think he's a safety risk. I think a personal bond is absolutely appropriate. This is his first offense of any nature.
No
Any
objection
comment?
from the,
thank you, Ms. Gillis. 5,000 personal,
Thank you, Your Honor.
no alcohol during the pendency of this matter. The available adjourn date is 4/21/21.
Thank you, Your Honor.
4/21/21 at 8:45 with Judge Oakley.
and Mr. Bowditch, I would recommend, since that we did not actually make a file on this, but it was filed under state charges, that you send the court a discovery order and you can just get it locally here. Because I don't have discovery on that. I don't have a file on that.
So I can get discovery, when you say from here, you're in the Romulus court as we speak?
Yeah, I meant down here, you know, whatever, at whatever police department it is. I would recommend that. If it does go to trial, I would have to create a file, create a case tracking number from the prosecutor's office. Otherwise, we just do the ticket and move on.
So we need to get our discovery from Belleville.
Right.
All right.
City of Belleville,
Whatever.
right?
Yeah,
Correct.
according to the citation, it was Belleville City Police Department. But again, I don't know why they indicated that this was a state matter.
I'm not sure why either, but anything further, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor. My apologies.
That's okay. Anything further, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
We're all set, Mr. Napier. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I'll talk to you, Jane.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cold. Me too. It's got really cold in here. I know where.
Thornton Simmons? Jordan Simmons?
It's kind of boring.
Kind of boring. Jordan Simmons? Yeah, I heard you. It's okay. My feelings aren't hurt. Yeah. That was the 1140 case. They weren't answering. They went back into the waiting room.
Do you need to go get yourself?
Sorry about that. I'm gonna bring in, Taylor is the last name.
That's fine. I jinxed myself this morning, I'm telling you.
Hello.
Turn your video on, please.
Okay.
This is 1S1839-824-SM, State of Michigan versus Kiana Taylor. Your name, please, ma'am?
Kiana Taylor.
Ms. Taylor, you're scheduled for arraignment pretrial this morning. It's alleged that on January 19, 2021,
Yes.
you were in the city of Romulus and you had no insurance under the insurance code. Ma'am, this is a misdemeanor. There is an offer from the people that if you have insurance and plead guilty to the added count, plead responsible to the added count of double parking, that the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Would you like to avail yourself of the people's offer?
So no, because I don't have insurance right now. I wasn't able to get it.
Do you not have proof of it or you don't have it? You didn't have it at the time?
I didn't have it at the time.
Ms. Gillis, do you want me to?
Does she have it now? No?
No, I don't have insurance now. I wasn't able to get it yet.
We can adjourn it for her.
I was gonna suggest that Ms. Taylor, what I will do is enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Are you working at this time?
Yes, I'm actually, I work from home.
Ma'am, what I'm gonna do is enter bond in this matter of 1,000 personal. I'm gonna adjourn this matter to April 21st at 8:45.
I'm sorry, I don't have a pen. I was gonna write it down. You said April 21st?
21st, 2021 at 8:45 a.m.
Okay.
You'll be with Judge, is that okay?
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I had
That's
it.
okay. That will be with Judge Oakley. The court will mail notice of that to you,
Okay.
okay? And what'll happen is on that day at that time, you'll be able to discuss this matter. Maybe the people will have a different offer or you can discuss a different resolution with them. Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nope.
Ms. Taylor, we're all set. Have a good day, ma'am.
I'm gonna bring this Sam.
I just brought Jordan Simmons in again to see if they will connect. And I saw Mr. Nunley cringe, and my apologies. It's just, it feel like it's, there's,
Yes,
Mr. Simmons,
yes.
this is 1S3830873 A and B. Your name for the record, please, sir.
Jordan Simmons.
Mr. Simmons, today is the day and time set for your arraignment pretrial, where it's alleged that on January 13th, 2021, in the city of Romulus, you were operating without proper vehicle endorsement. Sir, this is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail plus fines and costs. On that same day, at that same time, you were issued a civil infraction for no driver's medical certificate. There is an offer from the people that if you plead guilty, it wouldn't be guilty, that'd be responsible, to no medical certificate, the civil infraction, that they would dismiss the improper vehicle endorsement, which is the misdemeanor. Do you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer?
Yes,
Sir, is it true that on January 13th, 2021, the city of Romulus, you had no driver's medical certificate?
yes,
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied.
The court's going to enter the plea and find you responsible on the no driver's medical certificate. Sir, there's a $90 fine, $80 in costs, $100 state costs, $20 building, for a total fine of $200. Are you able to pay that within the week, or do you need more time?
I could pay within a week.
we will enter, you can either go online and pay that amount, bring it to the court or mail it to the court, okay?
Okay.
Anything else,
Nope, that's it.
anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
Anything else, Mr. Simmons?
No,
We're all set. Have a good day, sir.
you too.
Thank you.
Sir, with the name of Sam, what is your last name, please?
Williams?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
He has an attorney, Judge, that I don't see in the waiting room yet.
Is there anything else, anyone else ready?
Yes. Also, there's going to be an Albanian interpreter, but I don't know, Heather didn't give me the name of the defendant.
This is 7S3124480ST, State of Michigan versus Tri Miller.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, your name, please.
Trey Jerome Miller.
Mr. Miller, today is the day and time set for arraignment pretrial in this matter. But looking in the file, it looks like you already pled not guilty back on February 4th, 2019. This matter had been scheduled for pretrial back on February 20th, 2019 at 9 a.m. and you failed to appear. There's an offer in the file from the people that if you plead guilty to the added count of no operator's license, that they would dismiss the illegal intent. Wait a minute.
No.
That's what it says, but that can't be right. Driving while license not valid or improper license.
And did they have an illegal tint also?
The only thing I have on the file is drove while license not valid or improper plate. Am I missing a file?
There wasn't.
Wait.
I could have mixed up two files, but he can plead to no driver's license on person instead of the driving while license suspended.
Mr. Miller, there is an offer from the people that if you plead to no operator's license on person, they will dismiss the driving while license not valid or improper license. Do you wish to avail yourself of the people's offer? Or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I'll take it.
You'll take it?
Yes.
Mr. Miller, you understand that if the court accepts your plea of guilty to the added count, that you won't have a trial in this matter, you won't have an opportunity to present witnesses on your own behalf.
Yes, that's fine.
Or is it true that on August 21st, 2017, in the city of Romulus, you had no operator's license on your person?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied.
So
How much is the ticket?
I'm looking at that right now, sir. What the court will do is assess a fine of $100, cost of $200. There's a crime victims fee of $75, state cost of $50, fund fee of $20. There is a $50 bench warrant, $50 late fee, $50 clearance fee, for a total of $590.
Oh my God.
You need to make a payment plan.
Okay, how do I do that?
You tell me how much is your first payment and when you'll be able to make it.
I can make a payment of $130, and I can do that today.
Mr. Miller, what I'll put in the file is that you'll pay the $130 within 7 days. You can either go online and make the payment, you can mail it into the court, or you can bring it to the court, okay?
The courthouse?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you bring it in person, the officers will process the payment for you.
Do I have to get money for it or cash?
It can be either one.
Okay.
Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing.
Anything else, Mr. Miller?
No.
We're all
No.
set, sir. Oh, just make sure, is your phone number end in 8979?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring some of these people in. They're not on our docket. Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you
Yes,
Hi, what is your name, please?
Yes.
can.
Andreas Chow.
Oh, Judge, this is the interpreter, and I think I see someone that might be in the waiting room with that can help.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am, are you here as an interpreter?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
This is 0L1505089 A, B, and C. State of Michigan versus Andrea Shakwa.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Malva Jeannie as an interpreter.
Your name, sir, with the Sherman-Williams?
Yes. Oh,
Amrin MV Amrin.
Andreas Chow.
Andreas Chow.
Thank you.
Faleminderit.
And before we begin, would you raise your right hand? The interpreter?
Yes,
Ma'am, do you swear and affirm that you will translate from English into, what's the language?
Albanian.
Albanian, and from Albanian to English.
I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today is the day and time set for the arraignment and pretrial in this matter.
Sot kena paraqitur për si para përgatitje ose para paraqitje thot për çështjen tënde.
Oh,
Yes.
It's alleged that on September 7th, 2020,
Është për 7 shtator të 2010-s.
oh,
that the defendant was sitting on the improper part of vessel.
Dhe që ti ke qenë I ulur në një vend që nuk duhet.
This is a misdemeanor.
Është thjesht thot misdemeanor e vogël.
And civil infraction for marine safety violation.
Është thot për kundra thot asaj paraqitjes thot Marines thot.
There were two counts of that marine safety violation.
Kanë qenë 2 thot çështje në lidhje me atë dhunën e Kashim Marines.
Those are civil infractions which are already in default.
Dhe të dyja thot I ka të paraqitje atë.
And he owes a total of $400 on those matters.
Dhe për ato dy çështje ke $400 gjallë.
As for the misdemeanor, the court will enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Dhe në lidhje me atë misdemeanor e vogël, thot do t'jesh jo fajtor, thot në lidhje me gjyqin.
And there is an offer from the people that if he pleads guilty to responsible for double parking, they'll dismiss the misdemeanor.
Dhe nëse e quan veten të fajshëm, thot, për atë parkingun në dy vende, thot, gjyqi mund ta heqë atë.
O fajtorë ishin patjetër se nuk e dishim se sa e kishim marrë botin dhe ishte ditë e parë që dolëm. Dhe fajtori jemi e pranojnë fajin, nuk bëhet fjalë.
I am guilty because that day was the first day that, you know, we took the tank there and we didn't know where to park.
Pam, did you explain to him what I said, that if he pleads responsible to double parking, they'll dismiss the misdemeanor?
Yes.
Okay. And does he wish to accept the offer to plead to the double parking and the misdemeanor will be dismissed?
Dhe do të thosh që jam thot I fajshëm me atë punën dhe ajo pjesë e misdemeanor do të hiqet?
Po patjetër.
For
jam I
sure.
fajshëm, nuk diskutohet.
I'm guilty.
Guilty of responsible for double parking.
Për parkingun thot që ke bërë dy. Andrea?
Nuk po të kuptoj, nuk e di se si e ka cilësuar se ai efektivin na tha për një problem që djali kishte hyrë sipër kuverdës të botit që thaj nuk lejohej. Dhe na bisedoi pastaj dhe për punën e legëve.
We were told, or we were explained that for the double parking, my son did actually park in between. So, and then we were told about the jacket ones, which, you know, those were the two things.
So the answer is yes, that he understands that he's pleading responsible to the double parking?
The përgjigjja jote thot është po, thot që je fajtor thot për parkingun që ke parkuar në dy vija.
Oh.
Yes.
And for that, he'll pay a fine of $300.
Dhe për atë do paguash thot $300.
Okay.
Is he able to pay that within the next 7 days or does he need more time?
A ke nevojë për ca ditë më tepër që ta paguash atë job thot, apo mund ta paguash në 7 ditë?
Qose është mundësia dhe mund ta paguajmë. Qose na jepi kohë më gjatë, patjetër, pse jo?
If you could give me a little more time than that, then yes, we can pay that.
Okay.
Okay.
How much can he pay? When can he make his first payment?
Pagesën e parë thot sa lek mund të vesh thot? Andrea?
Shuma e gjithë, sa është shuma e gjithë?
What was the total? One more time, Your Honor?
It's $300 for the double parking and then $400 for the 2 civil infractions. So it'll be a total of $700.
$700 është $300 për parkingun dhe $400 të tjera janë për pjesën gjobën tjetër. $700 në total.
Po.
Okay.
Paguaj 200.
I can pay 200.
When?
Kur?
Mas 7 ditëve.
After 7 days.
Okay. They'll mail out a payment plan to him at the address on Marlowe Street.
Dhe pagesa do bëhet thot në rrugën Marlowe Street.
Po. Andres
Okay.
Kimi që kam shtëpinë, do?
Is it gonna come to my address, right?
Yes.
Po.
Anything else?
Ke ndonjë gjë tjetër që të flasësh më më thot?
Doje ti thoje diçka xhaxhit që për punën e legëve, unë I kisha ato me vete dhe ai nuk I mori të mirë qenë se më thanë janë të vjetër, kupton? Unë nuk e di atë, ato ishin në bark, ishin ke boti lart dhe unë kujtova si janë efektiv. Apo ai më tha mu këto kanë dalë jashtë kohe dhe janë të vjetër. Dhe unë atë nuk e dije, kupton?
I wanted to explain to the honor that the day that we had the jacket, the day that we had the jacket, I did have the jacket at the same day But then we were told that the jackets are very old, and that's why probably the reason they didn't take it.
Those matters are in default. Is there anything else as relates to these matters this afternoon?
Ato të I kam parasysh, prandaj të keni gjë tjetër që do flasësh?
Jo, asgjë, faleminderit.
No, that's all. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, thank you. We're all set.
Thank you. S'ka më, Andrea, mirupafshim. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I see Mr. Jadala in our waiting room. Ms. Ball?
Yes,
Ma'am, what are you here for?
the matter of Carrie B. Smith. I'm the mother of the victim.
Okay, hold on. That's at 12:10. The attorney is here. He's coming in right now. Ma'am, if you're not a party to the case, I'm going to ask you to mute yourself and remain silent, okay? Thank you. Mary Ann, was there anything ready?
No, Sam is here, and then we have your 1210 Montrose is here.
I see Mr. Jadala. What I don't see are his clients.
Right.
And I see people in the waiting room. I'm not sure who they are.
I will bring them in and find out.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. Judge, I'm taking a 2-minute break.
Thank you.
Hi, the person with the name of Will. Can I have your last name, please?
Clandrude.
I'm sorry?
Clandrude.
Okay. I see you're here for 1210. If you just hold on 1 second, please.
Wait, that was Andrews?
That was Clandrud, Klandrud. 1210. We are still waiting for Samuel Williams' attorney to appear. Sir, with the name of V. Jacques, what is your name, please? Oh, he's gone.
This is 0S3749362, State of Michigan versus William Clandrude. Sir, would you state your name for me, please? I'm sorry.
William Clandrude.
Mr. Clandrude, today is the day and time set for an arraignment / pretrial in this matter. The matter was originally scheduled for January 22nd, 2021. When the case was called at 12:17, you were not here. Bench warrant issued. That warrant was recalled on February 5th, and the hearing was reset for today. Sir, it is alleged that on July 25th, 2020 in Van Buren Township, that you drove while license not valid or had an improper license. Sir, this is misdemeanor. Punishable by up to 93 days in jails and fines of up to $500 plus costs. There is an indication in the file from the prosecutor's office that there is no plea available. So that the question to you is, at this time, do you wish to proceed on your own, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
A court-appointed attorney. I mean, I didn't know my license wasn't there.
Mr. Clandrud, I'm going to suggest that you not say anything else right now. I'm going to send you into a breakout room with Mr. Nunley, who is here. You'll see a button pop up to go into a breakout room. When you see that button, if you'd accept it.
Okay,
Okay, and speak with that gentleman, please.
thank you.
Judge,
Thank
I missed part of it. There's no offer on this.
There's no offer.
Okay. And driving while license not valid, right?
Correct.
Would you like me to bring Montrose in?
Whoever's ready, you can bring them. I'm happy to see him.
I'm also bringing in Adam Siriota.
It looks like we're having some trouble connecting to one. Let's see if we can get the other one. This is 201700, State of Michigan versus Adam Serrata.
Yes, ma'am.
Just state your name for me, please, sir.
Adam Sirota.
In respect for your honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186. I'm here on Mr. Adam Serrata. Your Honor, last time we were here, I requested discovery from the prosecution regarding this matter, and I have yet to receive the discovery on Mr. Serrata, so I could go over this matter with him, in this case with him, so we can prepare for the next stage of this case, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Rizal. I see the prosecutor's office is here.
Yeah, I'm right here, Sam. I don't remember. I didn't put a note or anything in the file. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I believe we were back here on February 5th, I believe. I had both Sirota and Carrie Smith that should be logging on any second now. We requested discovery on both those matters for today's pretrial, and I didn't receive it on either.
It's weird. Sorry about that. Usually I can upload them right when I'm here, but
and that's what I'm usually used to, yes. And I didn't receive on either one.
okay, give me your email.
ATTYSAMER@gmail.com.
attorneysammer@gmail.com.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna have to adjourn this. Can you tell me something? What was the name of the other case? Because I'll look into that too.
Carrie Smith, that should be, he's trying to log on as we speak.
Oh, that's child abuse. Oh, I emailed the discovery on 2/5. It says on the child abuse case.
I've looked everywhere for it. I do not have Mr.
Okay, hold on. Let me shrink down and I'll go back on evidence.com and see if I can, on the Carrie Smith case I can do because it's scanned, but the other case is not scanned in for some reason. Misdemeanors are not automatically scanned in. So
all right,
So,
if you could
Ms.
send
Gillis, what-
me them on both, that would be great.
while Ms. Gillis looks into the Smith matter, as for this matter, Mr. Serrata, the pretrial is going to be adjourned to April 21st, 2021 at 9 a.m. with Judge Oakley. I'll make a note in the file that discovery is outstanding. Is there anything else, Ms. Gillis, as to this matter?
Smith or the
Serrata.
No, April 21st, is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Okay.
Mr. Serrano, this is your attorney. If you would take down my number so we can be in contact at the minute I get it, so you could call me once this is done. And that is 313-790-7479.
7479.
Correct, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
And I see that Mr. Nunley is back. Sir, Mr. Nunley, are you ready to proceed with Mr.?
Could I have a breakout room with Ms. Gillis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry, let me join the breakout room.
Sir, with the name of V. Jacques, can you hear me?
Tell me your name.
Carrie Lee Smith.
Thank you.
That would be my client, Mr. Kerry Smith.
Marianne, would you check your messages for me, please?
Excuse me?
I was talking to my secretary, sir. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Yes, ma'am.
We're just waiting for the prosecutor to come back out and we'll call some of these cases. I want you to find out where the 1 o'clock is. I know. I appreciate everyone's patience this morning. We are slowly making our way through things.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Gillis. Mr. Jadala's other case, I'm sorry, I can't remember if it was Emily or Jadala. Mr. Jadala's other client, Carrie Smith, has appeared. Mr. Jadala, do you need to speak to Ms. Gillis or your client?
And Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Jadala on Mr. Smith. I don't know if you've called the case, but it was, we talked about it briefly when we called the other matter. This was a matter where discovery was still outstanding.
Mr. Jadala, no, I didn't formally call the case because you weren't here. I knew this was your client. This is 201702 SM.
And respect for Your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186. In Your Honor, respectfully, today's the date time set for an arraignment on this matter. It was previously adjourned from February 5th when I first met Mr. Smith. Your Honor, I did request discovery. We talked about it earlier, Your Honor. Ms. Gillis has promised to send me discovery immediately. So I would just respectfully request, Your Honor, an adjournment so I can go over discovery with Mr. Smith as we proceed in this matter.
Okay, Jane Gillis on behalf of the people. My records indicated I emailed it to you on 2/5. I just emailed it to you again within the last 10 minutes.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Ms. Gillis, and I will check now and verify receipt. And that was at the Gmail, Ms. Gillis?
Yep.
Well, Mr. Jadala checks his records, and as much as the parties are requesting an adjournment, the matter will be put over to April 21st, 2021 at 9 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
And I do see that, and I thank you, Ms. Gillis. I do acknowledge receipt of discovery. I will open the link, review it, and call Mr. Smith, and we'll prepare for that April 21st hearing. Thank you, Judge.
Thank
And I'll
you.
send the
Anything else?
Montrose today too, okay?
Anything
Say that
else, Ms.
again?
Gillis?
Nope, I'll send that, both of them. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Jadala with Ms. Montrose?
No,
Oh, I thought Ms. Gillis just said Montrose, that's all.
it is.
Okay. Mr. Nunley.
Could I have a breakout room with my client again real quick, please?
Mary Ann will take care of that.
Thank you.
Ms. Montrose, were you looking to retain an attorney or were you looking for?
I was looking to plead guilty. That's what I was looking for, because I didn't do it before. I lived up north. Okay, I live down here now.
Thank you. I just need a second because we have things in a certain order, ma'am. This is
Okay.
172268, State of Michigan versus Christina Montrose. Now, ma'am, your name.
Christina Lynn Montrose.
Thank you. Ms. Montrose, you previously appeared in this matter back in 2017. You were scheduled for a PSI with the Probation Department, and you failed to appear. Your bond was forfeited. The warrant was issued for you. That warrant was canceled back on February 5th, 2021. This matter was rescheduled for this afternoon as an arraignment on the warrant, but this already been canceled, and for pretrial. There is an offer in the file that indicates that if you plead guilty to the added count of impaired, that the original charge of operating while intoxicated would be dismissed. Do you wish to avail yourself of the offer from the people, or do you wish to speak to an attorney in this matter?
Yes, ma'am, I'll take that, Your Honor. I'll take the deal.
Ma'am, you understand that if you plead to the impaired charge. There won't be a trial of any kind. You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf.
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to plead to the impaired driving,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you do so freely and voluntarily.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, is it true that on October 8th, 2016, in the city of Romulus, you drove while you were impaired?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied.
Ms. Montrose, the court will accept your guilty plea. This matter is going to be referred to probation
Okay.
or PSI, which means you'll do the interview with the probation department. After they're satisfied, they'll contact my office to schedule the sentencing.
Okay.
We have you on South Illinois Road. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
With a phone number that ends in 9358?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll put a note in here. Probation will contact you. Okay?
Okay.
Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing on that case, Your Honor.
Anything else, Ms. Montrose?
That's it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Montrose, thank you for your patience this morning. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you ready on the Clandrew matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 0S3749362, State of Michigan versus Clandrew.
Royce Snellman, appearing on behalf of defendant. After speaking with my client in the breakout room, he is prepared at this time to just plead guilty as charged.
Sir, would you state your name for the record, please?
William Michael Clandrew.
You heard the comments made by the attorney this morning,
Yes, ma'am.
and is your desire to plead guilty as charged
Yes.
to driving while license not valid or improper license?
I mean, with the reason, I guess. Yes. I never received a letter saying that I was suspended. It had to went to my old address, and I've been pulled over and everything, and in an accident in my work truck, and the officer never told me I didn't have a valid license. I just didn't know. So, I mean, I guess I just got to get it over with. This is how I found out, was getting pulled over.
Mr. Clandrew, do you understand that the court accepts your plea this morning and you won't have a trial of any kind? You won't have the opportunity to call witnesses on your own behalf,
Yes.
knowing that you still wish to plead guilty as charged,
Yes.
and you're doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Clandrew, is it true that on July 25th, 2020 in Van Buren Township, you drove while your license was not valid or otherwise improper?
Yes.
Satisfied, Mr. Nunley?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Ms. Gillis?
Satisfied.
Sir, the court will accept your plea, impose a fine of $100, cost of $300, crime victim fee of $75, state cost of $50, fund fee of $20, and a warrant fee of $50 in this matter.
Okay. Can I have it paid tomorrow?
If you're able to pay it tomorrow, that's fine, sir. You can either go, that'll be $5.95. You can either go online and pay, you can come to the court and pay, or you can mail it in.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr. Nunley?
Nothing.
Mr. Clandrew, thank you very much. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may ask, I'm sorry to interrupt, is there a Mr. Hussein Barakat scheduled for today? I have it in my calendar. I tried to reach out to him. I got no response. I just wanted to make sure it was on the docket.
He's scheduled at 12:20.
12:20? All right, I'll just
Yes.
keep patient.
Can I speak to Sam? Was the Smith case the only one you were missing discovery on?
And also Mr. Seriota, Adam Seriota.
Oh. Okay. That's DV. I don't know what happens in those cases, whether Darian takes care of that or not.
Mr. Jadal, if you want to reach out to your client, I have about 6 files left. I'll do the cases at the end of the docket.
I will keep trying, Judge.
Thank you, sir, with the plaid shirt.
Yes, ma'am.
This is 173994, State of Michigan versus Samuel Leon Williams Jr. Your name for the record, sir?
Samuel Leon Williams, ma'am.
This matter is scheduled for arraignment pretrial this afternoon now. My apologies. It's alleged that on September 14, 2017, you were nope, I'm sorry. He's represented by Ms. Carter, who I haven't seen this morning. Mr. Williams, sit tight. We haven't seen your attorney yet.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am? I believe it's only a $30 ticket. I was seeing if I would be able to if I could just get a court appointed to take care of it or no?
It's not a $30 ticket. Am I looking at the wrong file?
Cause I'm pretty sure I only
No,
have
it's not a $30 ticket, Mr. Williams. And we are showing you as having an attorney in this matter.
Oh, okay.
Ruth Carter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my apologies, sir. If you want to go back into the waiting room, you might want to reach out to your attorney.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need to speak to Sam. I'm trying to figure out discovery on this case. And he's not on the chat. Sam, the alleged, the DV, the Adam Cerroti, was it a DV like husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or was it like father, son? Do you know?
I don't remember the specific facts of the case.
Okay.
I don't have a file with me because usually I bring my file when there's discovery. Because I had no discovery, I don't have my file with me now.
Oops. There's only one person left in our waiting room, and that's the gentleman that I just put back, Mr. Williams. Because we have an attorney of record for him, what I'm inclined to do is adjourn this matter so that a notice can be sent again to his attorney. The rest of the files, habeas or defaults will enter, and I will start doing that in approximately 2 minutes if Mr. Jadala's client doesn't appear.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
So is there nothing left that you want me to hang around for?
There's nothing left for you to hang around for, Mr. Nunley. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
See you guys.
Take care.
Hey, Royce.
I'm going to bring him back in just to adjourn the matter, because he seems to be under the impression that this is something else.
No, ma'am.
Mr. Williams,
Yes, ma'am.
your matter was scheduled for 11:40. It's now 12:44 by the court's clock. There's an attorney of record on the file for you, but they have not appeared this afternoon. What the court is inclined to do is to adjourn the matter, not penalize you, and renotice it so that your attorney can be present with you.
Okay.
Okay? Are you still at the 1277 address?
Yes, ma'am.
And your phone number ends in 4683?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the matter's going to be adjourned over to April 21st, 2021 at 9:15 a.m. Notice will be sent out.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Robert. You too.
Thank you. Ms. Gillis, I'm just going to put the defaults on. If you want to stay, otherwise, I'll see you again shortly.
I just have one question. While I had the young lady I was training, did that Latia Cosby case waive?
No, no one ever appeared for it. So at 1 o'clock, we will, I'll call the case and maybe Ms. Morgan will have appeared, or maybe she'll appear while I'm doing the cases.
I thought she was on this morning. I don't know. Oh, well.
This is 6S205180 Ramondo Madden. This matter was scheduled for 11:50. It's now 12:45 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue 5,010%. 21WM00268SM. Abdel Mengstab, MENGSTEAB. This matter was scheduled for 11:50. It's now 12:46 by the clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue 5,010%. This is 194837 to John West. This matter was scheduled for 11:50. It's now 12:46 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue 5,010%. There was a civil infraction that accompanied that file that's already in default. This is 171881 ST, 171882 ST, and 7S 1917544 ST with Donnie Rail Andrews. These matters were scheduled for 12:10. It's now 12:47 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue in each of these files 5,010%. This is 21WM00331ST, Alicia Johnson. This matter was scheduled for 12:20. It's now 12:47 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue 5,010%. This is 20D701487SN. This is a civil infraction that was scheduled for 12:30. It is now 12:48 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, default will enter. That one's done. This is 1S3836910. DTS Global Services. This matter was scheduled for 11:30. It's now 12:48 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, capias will issue 5,010%. Mr. Jadala, I saved your client for last. This is 0W1505139 A, B, and C, Hussein Barakat.
And Your Honor, respectfully, Samar Jadala, P62186. Your Honor, I have been unable to reach Mr. Barakat. I have no reason for his non-appearance today.
Ms. Gillis, on behalf of the people.
I'm going to ask that a bench warrant be issued.
Bench warrant shall issue. The civil infraction will be deemed in default. That concludes this court's 11:30 docket. We'll take a brief adjournment. We have our next docket at 1 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Jadala. Have a good day.
Mr. Jadala, I just sent that discovery. It says it was sent before our little log that we have, our
Same way,
audit log.
evidence.com.
Yeah, same thing. And the audit log said it was sent, but maybe,
I got it. I got them both today.
I don't know what happened before, why. Maybe it went into your spam or something.
It's in my spam now too. I went directly to my spam. Allevidence.com goes to my spam. But thank you very much, Ms. Gillis.
I'm sorry about that. The file said they had it. I found it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go
Thank
back
you.
on at 1. I'm gonna go pack my car up.
Sounds good.
Ms. Gillis? Your 1 o'clock is here. You're muted.
I
That's
have to
okay.
jump over this cord, the charging cord. The plug is like way over here or way over there. So I tripped. Sorry. Okay, do you want me to go in a breakout room with them?
Do you need to?
No?
Good afternoon. This is 200909, State of Michigan versus Latia Cosby.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
May it please the court, I'm Joan Morgan. I'm here for Miss Cosby, who's also present on Zoom. Latia, can you unmute yourself if you're muted and tell the judge your name?
Latia Cosby.
Okay.
Just need Ms. Cosby's video. This matter was scheduled or is scheduled for a 1 o'clock exam. I'm calling it just a little bit early. Believe that there was a preliminary matter that needed to be addressed.
Judge, I have had a chance to talk to Bill Heafy at the prosecutor's office. He's reviewed the file and says Miss Cosby can be admitted into the diversion program. And based on that, we are asking the court to allow her to waive the exam so the case can be bound over to circuit court.
Ms. Cosby, do you have video available?
For some reason, it's not letting me turn it on. I'm trying to see 1 second.
For some reason, it appears that Ms. Cosby cannot activate her video. Are the parties still ready to proceed with the waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
I am as well.
Ms. Cosby, have you been able to hear the statements made by your attorney this afternoon? Ms. Cosby?
Okay. There we go.
There she is.
Ms. Cosby, were you able to hear statements made by Ms. Morgan this afternoon?
Yes.
You understand you have an absolute right to have an exam in this matter, preliminary exam, where it must be shown that a crime was committed and that probable cause exists to believe that you were involved in the commission of that crime?
Yes.
And you wish to waive your preliminary exam in this matter?
Yes.
And you're doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Ms. Morgan, do you authorize the court to execute the waiver on your behalf
Yes.
and on behalf of your client?
Yes.
The court will sign the waiver on behalf of defense counsel and the defendant, accept the waiver of the parties. Ms. Gillis, I can't imagine you have an objection.
No objection.
Okay. The exam having been waived, Ms. Cosby will be bound over to the circuit court for further proceedings as previously charged. The next appearance date will be the arraignment on the information, which will be March 17, 2021 at 9 a.m. Ms. Cosby's bond with any conditions will continue. Anything else, Ms. Gillis?
Nothing from the people.
Anything else, Ms. Morgan?
No, thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Cosby. We're all set. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye. The next matter for this court is not until 2:00. We're going off the record and off of YouTube until that time.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.